recording, so everybody who watches the replay can get their behind the scenes peek as they have every time. And then now we get to go live. What is up, challengers? Welcome back to day 3 of the Client Launchpad Challenge, where we are going to be teaching you how to get calls booked in from your hot list. So today is a really important day because everything you've done up to this point has been the foundation. It's been the groundwork. It's really set the spring for you to launch off of. Today is the day where we take action, where we start actually launching you towards enrolling clients. And we know today can be a little bit scary, but we're going to show you how simple and easy and aligned it can feel to book in calls with your hot list. So without further ado, we are going to hop into that. I will do a little screen share here and we'll get into the lesson. But let's get a little warm up here. Warm up those fingers on the keys. Where's everybody at with their homework? Have you finished your homework? Because remember, that's what you got to do to stay eligible for the grand prize. So just let us know, yep, no, working on it now. Because we want to hold you accountable. We want to make sure you are getting results. And hey, doing the homework, big part of getting the results.
Yep.
All right, so let's dive in. So today what we're talking about with conversion content, again, don't worry, we're teaching you how to do this without needing to use social media. So this isn't you having to post 3 times a day. What we're really going over is the exact scripts to book in those strategy calls today. So we'll be showing you how to contact your hot list. You know, you should all have written out at least 30 people that you can contact. So again, I'd love to know who got 30, who got more than 30, who struggled to get 30. That way, after the stream, I can go in, I can see how everybody's doing. And if you need a little extra love, we'll give you some options for extra love at the end of the chat today, but drop it in the comments. That way I know, that way the team knows, and we can help you get through this. So we'll be teaching you how to contact them. We'll give you the scripts to book in your strategy calls over text, email, DM, phone. And we're also going to show you how to leverage your current audience, no matter how small, to book more calls. And then lastly, we're going to be showing you how to establish authority when you're reaching out to people so that you know what to offer and you don't come off as a total newbie. Because if you come off without authority, people aren't going to want to take the next step with you. So we're going to show you how to contact people with authority. Kate, are you seeing some good comments rolling through?
Oh my gosh, wait, Ann Russell, 127.
Ooh.
127. Ginger got 75. Whoop, whoop. Oh my gosh, Preeti, I was surprised I could write down 133 names and still have friends to go through.
Yeah.
John,
exactly.
78. I mean, wow, you guys, you're killing it.
Beautiful. That makes me so happy to hear. Because 30, I think, is a really intimidating number until you start putting one name down at a time. And then you realize how many people actually could use your help that you already know. Because for me, like I said, I think we had about 500 members at the gym at the time. I ignored 500 names of people I could help so that I would focus on the 3 names of people that I thought I had to niche down to. It's crazy. So if you remember yesterday, I talked about how frustrating it can be. It's like online marketing, online lead generation. It's like you're looking at your computer and you're just like, I'm looking at my computer right now and I'm like, where are the clients in this thing, in this machine? And we're going to show you how to find clients in the computer over this 5-day challenge. Yesterday, we showed you how to create your hot list. We just heard from some of you getting over 100 leads onto that list. So now it's time to teach you how to contact your hot list and how to make a free offer to your hot list in exchange for a testimonial. And that's how we're going to be collecting honest testimonials through this 5-day challenge. And the thing is, we've done this challenge before. We've seen where people drop off. Most people drop off after today. Because the thing is, this process is going to be scary for some of you, and we know that. So make sure you're paying attention, especially at the end of the class, because we've got some options to help you get through this challenge, to get some accountability, get some support from the team. We want to make sure that nobody drops off just because it's scary, just because you get in your own way or get in your own head. So, Kate, we're going to tee this up because the thing is, we've got some coaches who are absolutely crushing it with their local markets, with their personal networks. We want to show you what is possible. We want to show you what is possible when you commit to this process. So, Kate, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Amy is one of those incredible success stories. She went from 0 clients before working with us. 0. She was a health coach. She was a fitness instructor. She definitely knows her stuff. She had 0 clients and she was beginning to go, should I be doing this? Should I be a nutrition coach? And then she enrolled with us and boom, she just ended up enrolling 1 client for $139 a month. But that's 0 clients and just somebody shouting at her, "Hey, Amy, I feel like you do health coaching now, right?" She's like, "Yeah." And it was just boom, spot on right then. I think it was really like that magnetic energy of investing in yourself and in your business and being like, "Yeah, I take this seriously." And it was like the client was attracted to her local network. Then she created her VIP coaching offer. She enrolled 2 clients, VIP clients, so that higher end offer with an amazing experience from her personal network. No social media. It came from her market research, which was amazing. This week, she just enrolled her 3rd VIP coaching client, and the girl's got 8 more calls booked this week. She's on fire. I love to talk about Amy.
Mm-hmm. I love seeing Amy's picture pop up with a win attached to it. If you're watching Amy, we're so proud of you.
We sure are.
But
and then Yvette. Yeah. Yvette, you guys see me post about her a lot as well, because you know that she just signed 6 clients last week alone. She enrolled $12,000 worth of clients without her social media presence, without it. She was a health educator. Like, again, Yvette, what an amazing person and coach, super heart-centered, so client-focused, but she was getting paid peanuts compared to what she was really, truly worth, her knowledge, all of her resources. She had created this beautiful membership site with tons of resources and only charging $30 a month. And people were getting tons and tons of value. And she just realized, gosh, this is not going to be sustainable for me. And as we move into years of retirement, it's not the life that I want to live. We created her VIP coaching offer. It's bomb. And it's a $3,000 offer. She's since raised the prices and people are paying in full. She enrolled 4 clients from her personal network within the first 10 days. Within the first 10 days, no social media efforts. These were all people that were in her warm network that know her, that love her, that trust her, that value her opinion. And again, you guys see me posting about her a lot. This girl has blasted off since. She now has 15 VIP clients. She has another leveraged offer, and she's about to take on another person. And then she will officially be waitlisted. Everyone will have to go into her leveraged offer. And coaches, clients are re-enrolling with her, giving her testimonials. It's a beautiful thing. We're so proud of you, Yvette.
Mm-hmm. So proud. Yeah, it's been amazing to see your growth. And I hope seeing just these 2 stories alone shows you the power that is in your personal network, that is in your local network, the gold mine that is there. We see a lot of times coaches think, if I'm going to coach online, I have to enroll clients through social media. I have to grow an audience, maybe of people I don't already know. But the thing is, you can have so much success so fast when you implement strategies like we're teaching you in the Client Launchpad Challenge, like we teach in the VIP Coach Launchpad, to really make sure that you can take full advantage of that warm network that you have, that gold mine that you already have. So hopefully this is showing you the potential. Even if you don't have any clients, you don't have any social media presence yet, it doesn't matter. You can see results like this quickly too. All right. So this is what's possible. This is what's possible. And in order to do that, in order to get results like you just saw, you've got to have a framework for contacting your hot list and transitioning them towards sales calls. And of course, you have to, have an enrollment process as well. But what we're going to be teaching you today is how to contact your hot list. Now, what we see is top priority is to call people. You know, if they're on your hot list, if they're in your personal network, if you've got their phone number, you found them in your phone contacts, call is going to be the best way to do it. Second best option is going to be text message, because who doesn't have their phone next to them at all times? And for me, I don't have notifications on Messenger because I get so many messages every day. I don't have notifications on any other platform. I don't have notifications for email, but I have notifications on for text message. So that's why it's a second option. We want to make sure that we're getting in front of people. Then the third option would be DM, wherever you grabbed them from. Let's say you grab them from your Facebook friends list, DM on Messenger. Let's say you grab them from your, Instagram followers, then DM them on Instagram. If they came from your LinkedIn, you can send them a message on LinkedIn, whatever it happens to be. But that's the third option. And this is like way down the list, like 10,000th place is email. And the reason I say that is email is very easy to ignore. Very easy to ignore. And if you send an email, it's also very easy for someone to see the email, be like, this isn't relevant to me right now, I'll come back to it later, and to never come back to it. So believe me, we've done this many, many times. And the people who are calling their hot list are getting a much better hit rate. The people who are just emailing their hot list are pretty much not getting any conversations booked at all. That's why it's so far down the list. But if you only have that person's email, or that's where you have a rapport with somebody already, then hey, maybe email is not a bad option, but I would not make it your first option if you don't already have rapport with them in email, or if you have another way to contact them. And the thing is, mindset around this is so important, because we know fear is going to come up. I know it. Every time that I would contact somebody new when I was reaching out to my local network, things would come up like, this is somebody I know. I don't want to get them on a call and have them think the only reason I reached out to them was to make them into a client and to be deceptive and blah, 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 blah. And I get it. I get that you don't want to make it seem like you're being a snake in a relationship or to take advantage of the relationship. I totally get it. And what we're going to be teaching you today is a way to make sure that you're leading with value. If you lead with value, you're not a snake. If you're always doing what's in the person's best interest, you're not a snake. And we're going to show you what that looks like. But the other thing, the other mindset piece here, and Kate, I'll let you speak to this a little bit too, is, we told you that the top priority is a call. If you decide that's really scary, I'm just going to email everybody. Well, if you don't get results from the Client Launchpad Challenge because you do what's second best, third best, 10,000th best, and you don't get the results that you were expecting, the only person you can blame is yourself. And that's going to show you, if you don't get results because you weren't doing the best way that we're teaching you how to do things, you really need to identify a way to overcome that fear, because that fear is probably the biggest roadblock standing in the way of building your dream business and helping all the people you want to help. So, Kate, we've gone through this challenge before. Is there anything else that you see around mindset that is holding people back? And I also think what you said about fear yesterday, that acronym, was amazing.
Yeah. You know what? I love what you just said about that feeling like slimy, that you're taking advantage of the relationship, the fear that you're taking advantage of the relationship to get a sale. Detach from that completely. You're not. You have nothing. I repeat, nothing to sell them when you get on a 15-minute value call with them. Nothing. You don't even know if they're going to be qualified or in a place in their own lives where they're coachable enough to work with you. You are only there as the contact, as that great, amazing leader that you are, to give them some value during a call. The way that we're going to teach you to frame this, if and only if it makes sense, you'll move them forward into another call, right? Again, you're not selling them anything on that 15-minute value call. That's it. So again, face everything and rise. How can you rise up, coach, when you are asking someone, when you are reaching out to them asking if you can add value to their lives somehow.
Awesome. I love it, Kate, as always. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be going over the different scripts for the different ways of contacting your list. So we'll go over a call script. We'll go over a text and DM script. Email, I'm not really going to bother too much for that because I don't want you to default to that because it feels safe. So Kate and I will essentially just role play through this so that you can see it. And then we want to hear from you. Based off of what we just role played, how did that land? How did that feel? Like if you had a call like this, what would your experience be? So Kate, shall we dive in for a little role play?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. So, hey Kate, it's Matt. I only have a minute, but I needed to ask you something really quick. Do you have a second?
Matt, it's so good to hear from you. Yeah, I've got a sec. What's up?
Awesome. So, Kate, you've always been really supportive of me and I super appreciate that. And so we're going to break role play here. This is a call script. So it's like ring, ring, they pick up, then you dive into this. With the compliment, the key is, like I said here, sincerity, don't force it. Like if there's not a genuine compliment, if it's a loose connection, don't worry about it. Don't force it because then you sound like a little bit disingenuous. So then diving back in, once I've given the compliment, then we're back into the role play. And I'll say, so Kate, I started health coaching this year and right now I've got some clients, but I really wanted to get some extra practice in just to sharpen my craft. So I was wondering, would you be willing to help?
Oh yeah, sure. Absolutely. What do you need?
Awesome. And so we'll break the role play there. The other option that you see here in the script is I might say, after the compliment, I might say, Kate, you've been so supportive. I set a goal of 30 health coaching calls by March 31st, or in this case, June 1st, so that I can really sharpen my skills as a health coach. Would you be willing to help? And then if they say, yeah, sure, what do you need? If they're into it, then from there, we dive back in and I'll say, awesome, Kate. So if we set up a time for a 30-minute call where I coach you for free, would you be willing to record a quick testimonial after about your aha moments?
Oh, I'd love that. And I'd be happy to do that. Thank you so much for thinking of me.
Awesome. So breaking the role play here. This is a really cool framework for how to kind of pitch something. So it's like, if I do this for you, would you be willing to do this for me? It's just reciprocity. You put reciprocity into the sentence. So that's why we built this script like this. All right. So then at the end of the script, Kate said, yeah, she'd be really into it. So then I'm diving in. I'm saying, awesome, Kate, thank you so much. When do you think you'd have 30 minutes this week for that coaching call?
Actually, I'm free tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Fantastic. So if I send over a Zoom invite for tomorrow at 3 p.m., you'll definitely be able to make it, right?
Definitely.
Okay, beautiful. So I'll send you an invite so we can chat then. Like I said, I've got to run, but I look forward to diving in more Monday at 3 p.m.
Awesome. Talk to you soon.
Cool. Boom. And we hang up. So here, the reason that it's really important to, one, ask them when they think they'd have time, and then they recommend a time, is because then it's convenient for them. They've told you when they are available. Then from there, you're double confirming. So if I send over a Zoom invite for that time and day you just said, you'll definitely be able to make it. And then people who like to honor their word, if they say yes, then it's most likely to happen. If they're like, oh no, actually I just realized my kid had a soccer game, you just dodged a no-show or you just dodged a reschedule and you did it on the first call. And then from there, it's back to here. If they're like, oh, actually, no, I think I have a soccer game coming up. You're like, awesome. Well, is there a different time that you think you'd have 30 minutes this week for the coaching call? And then they recommend, and you say this again. So cool. So then, Tuesday at 4 p.m., that'll work, right? No soccer games in there. And from there, if they're like, yeah, definitely, that'll work. I just checked my calendar. Awesome. Then again, you say, great, I'll send you the invite so we can chat. Look forward to more on the day and the time. And so the day and the time has been said like 3 times at that point. Now, one thing we did notice, and for some people, is that they got on the call, the person was amenable to the idea, they were into it. And then some people were asking, when do you think you'd have 30 minutes this week? And sometimes people didn't know offhand. So you might ask them, cool, well, I've got like about a minute. Do you want to pop into your calendar right now? Or, do you want to pop into your calendar? We can hang up and you just send me a text with a time that works and I can send you over a Zoom link. So there is the chance that people aren't going to know off the top of their head when they have 30 minutes this week. And that's okay. You can audible, you can say, awesome. Do you want to check your calendar real quick? I've got about another minute. Or if they're like, oh no, I don't have my calendar handy. Maybe they're not going to book it in because everybody has their calendar pretty handy. And two, you can be like, cool. Well, like I said, I got to run. So would you be able to, in the next, like maybe 5 minutes, just text me an option that works for you for 30 minutes for the call this week? And if they say, yep, be like, cool. When I finish up whatever I'm about to do, I'll look out for your text message. And if they don't send it, text them back, follow up, be like, hey, did you grab a time or did you find a time that works? And then that way you're covering your bases. I want to make sure you have audibles so that, because the thing is, not everything is going to go perfectly to script. You're not going to have Kate knowing the other side of the script on the other side of the phone. But the important thing is that you understand the framework. And the framework is you've got a limited amount of time and you need to ask them something really quick and you ask their permission. Do they have a sec? You get their consent to be on the phone. You don't just bombard them. Because if they say no, we'll show you what you can do instead. And then from there, the main thing with a compliment is just, you're buttering them up a little bit, especially if they've been supportive of you. Because if they've been supportive of you and then you're asking them for some support, next slide, and then you're asking them for some support, they're already in a mind frame to want to continue supporting you because you recognize that they support you. So that's an important thing. And then from here, you can choose whichever one feels better for you. Have you set a goal of health coaching calls completed by a certain date? Does that feel better to you? Or does saying, I've started coaching this year and have some clients, but I wanted to get extra practice in, would you be willing to help? Does that feel better to you? In either instance, because you said, I have some clients, but I want to get extra practice in to sharpen my skills, that shows authority. That shows expertise. That shows that you're working on your craft. This is how you're going to come off not as a newbie, even though you said you started health coaching this year. And if you've set an ambitious goal of health coaching calls coach so that you can sharpen your skills by a certain date, that shows the same thing, that you have expertise, that you have authority, that you're sharpening your skills. And so you're not going to come off as a newbie. And you want to ask them, would you be willing to help? Very important. Because if they're not willing to help, don't go any further. Be like, cool, yeah, that's no worries whatsoever. I appreciate you taking the call. We can catch up soon. And if they say, yeah, they'd be willing to help, again, you've got another level of consent. First level of consent, they have a sec, they're willing to be on the phone with you. Second level of consent, they're willing to hear how they can help you. And then from there, you want to make sure that you let them know the exchange of the call, that if we set up a time for 30 minutes where I coach you for free, would you be willing to record a quick testimonial after with your aha moments? It's kind of an asymmetric exchange where you're providing 30 minutes of your time and a service and coaching them for free. All they have to do is 1-2 minutes to record a testimonial. It's like an asymmetric exchange of value. So to them, it feels like there's more value because they have to do less for you than you do for them. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you confirm, you double confirm, and then you triple confirm.
Yeah.
Those are the main things with the script here. Cool. Before we move on, I'd love to know, how's everybody feeling about that script? And be honest, if you feel like it's not something that is aligned for you or it's really scary, that's fine. We want to get your feedback. Or who sees this and is like, wow, this actually doesn't feel that bad at all.
Preeti says, I love it. I can see me doing this.
Beautiful. That's what I like to hear.
Rakesh too.
Awesome. Rock stars. Love seeing you two showing up. Cool. So next thing is we've got a text and a DM script as well. And what I want you to do with these is I want you to see these as being the fallback plan, because you might call somebody and they don't pick up. You might call someone and then they don't have a sec. And so we want speed in this challenge. That's why a call is so good, is because it's fast. You get on the phone and within 1 minute you book it in. Whereas any text exchange can go back and forth for days. Somebody can ghost all of a sudden. You have to be like, hey, just following up in case it's lost in the shuffle. A day later they respond to you. But the thing is, you need to have a fallback plan. If the call doesn't work, if they don't have a second, if they don't pick up, then we can text them, we can DM them. So you might, if I'm texting Kate, I might be like, hey, Kate, it's Matt. I only have a minute, but I needed to ask you something real quick. Do you have a sec for a quick call? Because the thing is, we want to get them on a call. So the first step of this script is to see, can we get it to the call and within 1 minute have everything scheduled? And if they say yes, just pick up the phone and call them right there. If they say no, just continue via text. So let's say that Kate said, no, I don't have time for a call. I'd be like, okay, no worries. Is there a time later today I could give you a quick call? Again, we want to get them on the phone. That's the important thing. It takes 1 minute to schedule on the phone. When they hear your voice, all of a sudden they're talking to a human, not an avatar on their screen. All right. So then, Kate.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, where am I at? You said continue via text?
Yeah. So Kate might give me a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call me, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. after I drop the kids off.
Sweet. And then I'd text back and I'd be like, awesome. I'll call you, at 10 a.m. after you drop the kids off. Boom, call them at that time. But then if Kate's like,
I don't know. I feel like I have no idea. My life is in shambles.
All right. So Kate's got no time. So then I'd be like, all right, no worries. I just feel like this doesn't come off as awkward on the phone, but I'll just message it. So I started health coaching this year and have some clients, but wanted to get some extra practice in. Would you be willing to help?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Yeah. So if we set up time for a 30-minute call where I coach you for free, would you be willing to record a quick testimonial after about your aha moments?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd definitely do that. Thanks so much for thinking of me.
Awesome. Do you think you'll have 30 minutes this week for the coaching call? I know your life's in shambles.
Yeah, I can, because I'm assuming that you're going to help me fix my shambled life. So I could chat on Friday at 10 a.m.
Awesome. So if I send over a Zoom invite for Friday at 10 a.m., you'll definitely be able to make it, right?
Definitely, for sure.
Okay, awesome. I'll send you an invite and we can chat then. It was good catching up. I look forward to more on Friday at 10 a.m.
Bye.
Peace. All right. So let's check in. How does it feel having those two scripts now? How does reaching out to your hot list feel? And I'd also love to know, how many are you going to commit to? Now knowing this script, how many people do you think you could commit to contacting tonight? We'd love to get your feedback there. And we're going to give you a lot of time today. We're going to keep it nice and short for you in terms of the lesson. You've got these scripts. I'm going to upload this manual into the Google Drive resources folder so that you have it when you do this outreach. We're going to keep it short for you today. We're going to give you homework in a second in order to make sure you've got the time to execute. Because today, like I said, is the most important day. We've been loading up the spring. Today is going to launch you. But the thing is, we want to get real here. Like we said, with the mindset, we know we've run this challenge before. We saw how many people completed their homeworks on day 1 and 2. And we saw how many people completed their homework on day 3. And there was a marked drop off, because we know as soon as we ask you to take big action like this, it's scary and it might not be as easy as you expected. But the thing is, building and launching and running and growing a business isn't easy. It's something that you do have to have really laser focus on effective strategies that work. You do have to do things that are a little bit scary. And the thing is, through the process, you get better and better at doing scary things. You get less and less affected by them. you become a better coach, a better business owner, and eventually you achieve the business of your dreams. So the thing is, I want to be real with you. If you are the type of person who's like, you do these types of challenges and you're only willing to execute on the easy stuff, but then as soon as it gets real and as soon as you've got to take action, you stop. How has that been affecting your life? How has that been affecting your business up to this point? So I'm just going to give you this loving slap in the face, this wake up call. You got to knock that shit out.
Yeah.
It is not serving you whatsoever. So if you are watching this at this point right now, this is the line in the sand. I'm telling you right now, are you going to stop taking action because of fear? And are you going to resign yourself to that fate? Imagine every decision for the rest of your life where it's, you can go towards your dreams or you can stay in this comfort zone, this prison you've created for yourself. Are you going to go towards taking action, doing the scary thing and moving towards success, or are you going to stay in this prison? So I know that's pretty heavy and pretty real, but I'm not going to help 100 coaches quit their job and earn a full-time income working part-time hours by being Mr. Nice Guy all the time. So, and the thing is, we want to help support you. And Josh, he's now one of our clients. But from this challenge last year, he went through the whole thing. He followed the directions to a T. Josh enrolled a 4,800 pound client with the support of the team and executing everything to the T. He booked in a call with us right away to identify where he could improve his process. He actually got a little bit of feedback on his sales process from one of our coaches. He got the quick win. He enrolled somebody and then he ended up enrolling in our program. And you can see, if you look at the slides, you can see Josh's takeaways from the challenge last time, but we won't dive into that here. What I really want to do is I want to make sure that if you're in that state of I'm afraid, Matt, yes, I'm ready to go down the right path. I'm ready to start taking action, but it's scary. I need some accountability. You can message me. This is my direct DM link. This is me personally. Message accountability, just the word accountability to me. You can go to m.me/Matthew A. Walrath. That'll take you directly into Messenger with a pane to message me. Now, I've got a lot going on, obviously, during this challenge. So what I will do if you message me this is I can connect you with a coach on our team who will be happy to hold your hand through the rest of the challenge and hold you accountable to making sure that you execute on everything. And if you're feeling scared, they can probably reframe that for you and help you get through it. So if you really do feel like you need accountability, you can do this now. You can do this after the stream. We want to offer this to you as a completely free service to help you get through this amazing challenge. Now, the other thing is, if you want some deeper guidance on how you can leverage the momentum you're going to get from this challenge, you've got 100 people on your hot list. We just gave you a framework for how to book in strategy calls. You want to figure out how to maximize the amount of people that enroll with you and to make sure that you're providing an amazing experience to them. Well, you can book in a call with a team completely complimentary. And on these business assessment calls, what the coach on that call can do is help you figure out what pieces of the puzzle are needed in your business. And we do that so that, if you're side hustling or you've got other things going on, you know where to focus. Because Kate talks about it all the time. Kate, I don't know how she does it, 4 kids in the house, has multiple businesses, wrote 2 books, is the client success boss, and nobody ever feels like they don't have Kate's time in our programs. It's like, Kate, how do you do it? It's time management. It's knowing where to focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's scheduling things that are important and not making excuses to not get them done.
Yeah. So, we line up on the business assessment call. We line you up with a coach who can evaluate where you're at in your business and see where do you need to focus. That way you're not all over the place, just throwing stuff against the wall, seeing what sticks. And the thing is, they can also give you a strategy for after the challenge to maintain your momentum. And we're going to offer this call to people again on the last day of the challenge. So if you want to get ahead of the line, you can book in your call this week. And you might remember this chart. What we're teaching you in this challenge is one of a few of our strategies to maximize the amount of clients you have from your personal network. We've got 3 main strategies, and this is one of our favorites. So your personal network, that's going to give you a nice big boost in your business. But the thing is, you've still got to put the effort and energy into the online marketing and the online lead generation in order to build a sustainable business. And so if you're not really sure, like we're teaching you this really important piece of the puzzle, but if you're not really sure how to do all these other things and to provide an amazing experience to your client and all that, and you're not really sure where to focus when it comes to this online marketing, well, again, that's what the business assessment call is about. And the other thing is, if you're sitting here and you've got that fear that's been holding you back, someone on our team, a coach on our team can help you get over that fear that's been holding you back from success and earning that full-time income from coaching. And like I said before, if you're side hustling, we can get you focused on where you need to be focusing in your own business so that you don't keep spinning your wheels and you actually start getting some traction. And you can book that call in here. And yes, we do offer paid mentorship programs. We do hope that by you getting amazing results in this and by you enrolling clients, that you're willing to reinvest in yourself and to invest hopefully with us. But the thing is, on these calls, there's nothing to sell you. My coaches are literally not allowed to sell you anything on this call. We're just here to provide value first. Like, shoot, I'd even say, I'd like to get a testimonial from you after you do these calls because, we will provide you that value. So if you do want to book in one of these calls, this is the link to do so. You can grab it from the slides. You can take a screenshot of the screen right now and put it into your browser. That way you can skip the line and get onto one of these calls with a coach. And again, if you're just needing that accountability, shoot me a message. So now we're going to dive into homework and we're going to sick you on the world and send you off to take some action. So Kate, take it away.
All right, coaches, time to rise up again. Your action today, your homework is to contact your hot list. Use the script and look, make it come from you. Use your language. It's got to feel aligned. It may feel scary, and that's okay, but it's got to feel aligned. So contact your hot list. Post now how many from your contact list you're going to reach out to within the next 24 hours for accountability. We want to hold you accountable for this number. So be very honest and let us know how many people from your hot list you're going to contact within the next 24 hours. This is that piece that you gotta do in order to qualify for the amazing grand prize. This is that part about facing it, about just doing the thing, about stepping outside of imposter syndrome once and for all, about offering people an opportunity to serve them. You have nothing to sell. And I just want to say, I told you guys earlier in the week that I came from an MLM background. I felt super scarred from sending out those spammy hey girl messages. Oh my gosh. And when I created my own program and my own signature offer and brand, it still felt scary for me at first, sending out those messages and those invitations to people and getting on calls with people, because honestly, you guys, some of them were my clients already from my MLM days. And some of them were just, people that had been following me for a while. So they knew what I was doing. And I remember getting a lot of questions back, is this an MLM thing? Are you still doing that thing? And I was just like, nope, this is totally my own thing. And I have nothing to sell you. And I would just love to chat. And it really opened up that conversation. If you feel like you haven't talked to people in a while, oh my God, what an amazing opportunity to reconnect with them. How many days go by in your life? And oh my God, I'm really sad about this because it just happened yesterday, but a really good friend of mine from high school was diagnosed with cancer. And I kept saying to myself for a while, I should reach out to him. I should reach out to him. It just pops in my mind. And I never did. And now I wish I did. And I'm going to. So if you're sitting here thinking I haven't talked to these people for a while, it's weird. Who cares? Reach out for the simple reason of connecting with them and bringing them back into your world, because you don't know if you can help them or not. Who knows? But you're able to reconnect with them. I know that you're a great coach. I know that you can serve them. And if not them, I know that there's opportunities to serve so many more. So rise up now. Let us know. Get excited. Review your quit letter or your psych up letter or your I'm retiring my spouse letter from Monday, your day one homework, and do the thing. Let us know how many people you're contacting within the next 24 hours and let us hold you accountable to that.
Amen, Kate. Amen. And just a reminder to everybody, this is really easy homework. You literally have to type a number, but I want to make sure that you're putting it in the right place. So, ooh, wow, this is getting meta here. So this post should already be live somewhere in the group. There we go. Day 3 homework. You got to make sure that you are posting all of your homework in the thread. So you'll see the post with this picture that says day 3 homework. Come in here and type in however many people you're going to contact from your hot list today. I'm going to mark it as an announcement right here live so that it's up at the top. So it will be up here. If you haven't done your day 1 and day 2 homework, I will give you an extension because I noticed, come on, 77 comments, 77 out of 540 people who registered for this have done their homework so far. Do you guys not want to win a full 90-day scholarship to the VIP Coach Launchpad and get the results like Amy, who you saw before, get the results like Yvette, who you saw before, get results like Josh, get results like Lucinda, Paul, all of these people that you've seen up to this point? And only 77 of you have done your homework so far? When you have that opportunity ahead of you, come on. Maybe it's just a failure on my part to actually communicate where to post your homework. So I wanted to do that live. If you go to the announcements, you press see all, you're going to be able to see all of the homeworks. You're going to be able to see all of these replays. So just head over there. If you haven't already got your homework done, I'll take responsibility for it up to this point. Now it's on you. Go get it done so that you can stay eligible for the grand prize. All right. So I ended that a little bit prematurely in the sense that I wanted to show you what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I just got a little bit excited about homework. Who gets excited about homework? All right. So tomorrow we're going to be showing you exactly how to run these free calls. I know you're like in your head, you're like, oh no, I'm going to get these calls booked in. How do I run these calls? That's what tomorrow is. We're showing you exactly how to run these calls, what you need to do, how to provide value, how to ask for the testimonial. And if on that call, you've identified that you can help that person, we'll show you how to turn it into a sales call. Now, don't worry, if you don't have to just pitch every single person you get on a call with. Mm-mm. We're going to teach you how to identify who might be a good client for you and how to ethically transition that towards a sales call without coming off like a snake. So tomorrow, really important day. I think it's also going to help eliminate some of the fear you might be feeling around contacting people. Because again, we teach you how to do it in a nice, aligned, non-sleazy way. So that's what we got for you today. Make sure you get your homework done and make sure you start taking action. And yeah. Kate, I'll let you wrap us up.
Yeah, look, it's all about action. Today is all about action. And what we've done differently this challenge is to provide that additional level of accountability. So if you missed that slide earlier, you can go back to it. You can text or you can go to that for accountability. We'll make sure that we're all in this with you. We are all in this with you. 540 people that are in this challenge. Oh my God, 540. So this is math that I can't even do, but like 540 people in this challenge, 30 people plus on your hot list. Oh my God, how many lives to change in a 30-minute conversation? And again, don't worry about like what you're going to say in that 30-minute conversation. We got you covered on all of that tomorrow. Just within the next 24 hours, you're going to reach out. You're going to reconnect with people. Take out any idea of like a sale or like I'm trying to get them to do something for me. There is reciprocity here, and there is connection. Just focus on meta. Just focus on connection, reconnecting with people. What if you were able to add some value to their lives right now? That's all. They add value. You add value to their lives, and they are forever grateful. And your heart is just filled with lots of coach love. All right, coaches.
Awesome.
Can't wait to see your numbers, my friends. Let's do it.
Yeah. Get aggressive. We'll see you tomorrow.